All right, good morning. Welcome to the sports review segment of Breakfast Daily. We are 10 minutes early. Doesn't matter. We'll still deliver the news and go away. Good morning, Kweku. Good morning, Frema.
Good morning. The party effect
unusually
is still
early.
Yeah. Maybe you are unusually early.
It's after effects of the party.
We're still partying in our heads. We're still partying.
I was prepped. I came into the studio. I like to show up quite early.
No, it's allowed. It's allowed. No, gentlemen do that. Yeah. So what's up?
Well, let's begin with Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey is in the news. Yes, and he's going to the United States. What's he going to do there? Well, he's been added to Arsenal's preseason tour list. Now, teams are getting ready ahead of the new footballing season, and teams are playing matches and trying to get their fitness up to the required levels. And so Thomas Partey is going to the US with Arsenal. Last Friday, Arsenal beat Nuremberg 5-3 as part of their preseason plans, but he didn't feature that game. And the story from Arsenal Football Club is that he had a bit of an injury. He's fine now. He was set to stay in England and rehab there, but they've decided to take everybody. And so he's part of that 33-man squad that will be traveling to the United States for preseason tour. Now, Arsenal do have a number of things to do there. They'll play against Orlando City, they play Everton, they play Chelsea before coming back to England to play the Emirates Cup. That's the sponsors tournament before the main season starts at Arsenal. So that's the story with Thomas Partey.
This is really good news.
Considering
some of the things that we have been hearing.
Well, all the rumors and everything. Well, he's going to the US. That's one we know. So if you want to find Thomas Partey, he's packed his bags. He's going to the US with us, and you can find him there.
He will spend the evening there and
spend
the night
there. Yes, he will spend the evening there. He has planned his evening and night
for the
next few weeks.
He's sorted.
So that's the story for Thomas Partey. We wish Arsenal the very best as they go out there. Let's do some transfer news. And finally, Chelsea's first big signing is in the bag. Yesterday, they confirmed the signing of Raheem Sterling from Manchester City on a 5-year deal. He joins Chelsea for £47.5 million, and those are the pictures of his unveiling. Now, he did his medical in England, but he was unveiled in the US. That's where Chelsea are at the moment, and you can tell that he took his photographs there, palm tree lined avenue, looking all fresh and clean with a new haircut and everything. So he starts a new chapter of his footballing life, first at Liverpool, then at Man City, where he spent some good time, or spent a good number of years, scoring 131 goals, played 339 matches. He's moved on to Chelsea, where he'll be spending the next 5 years, hopefully. So Chelsea are happy. The Ted Boehly era has started with Raheem Sterling coming in. Thomas Tuchel, who's Chelsea manager, says Raheem Sterling was their number one priority, and he's happy that they finally acquired their man, and they've added him to the ranks there. And he's set to earn, everybody hold your chair and hold your seat, he's set to earn £310,000 a week in his new chapter. He's earning more money now.
Yeah, big leagues now.
Yeah, of course. He's earning more money.
Well, good for him.
Yeah. 27 years, prime of his career. He gets to spend the next 5 years at Chelsea. We'll see whether or not he gets to win more Premier Leagues and stuff. The biggest one he's looking for is the Champions League. So it looks like it couldn't happen at Man City. He's going to try his luck at Chelsea to see if that will happen. But Chelsea are not done spending their money though. They say they want to sign Senegalese defender Kalidou Koulibaly. Currently plays for Napoli, and the stories are that deal is close to being done. So we wait to see whether or not it will happen. And they're also targeting another Man City player, Nathan Ake, who's a defender. So they are hoping to go to Man City and pluck players.
Why? What's the problem?
It's an open market. So the player you want, if it's somebody...
It's the blue.
And you said how much is he taking a week again?
£310,000. Yeah, that's good money, isn't it? Good money.
It's
very good.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Considering that Kevin De Bruyne and Erling Haaland are on £350,000 or so. So it's not bad.
So all this money, what do they use it for?
They live life with it.
I mean, every week you get 310.
£1,000.
What would you do with it?
What would I do? Well, I can tell you that for the first few weeks, I probably wouldn't think straight.
You can't even touch the money. You'll be sitting down looking at the money.
But of course, I mean,
you're satisfied.
These days, there are lots of things to be done with all this money. Players
Yeah.
invest, and this is a lot of the players are wiser with their money,
Yeah.
so they invest in other things. I know players who own all kinds of interesting things that make them more money. So that's the way to go these days. So Raheem Sterling, we wish him the very, very best. Let's end with some women's football, and the women's AWCON is progressing nicely in Morocco. Yesterday, Zambia and Senegal played out an exciting 1-1 draw. It was a quarterfinal, so they had to be separated. Extra time couldn't separate them. It went down to the penalties, and Zambia won by 4-2. Their goalkeeper, Hazel Nali, she saved a very decisive kick and went on to score the winning kick that sent Zambia to the last four. So I watched that game. It was very exciting, very good. Now, what do they get? Of course, a place in the semi-final, but by extension, they get a bigger ticket, which is a place in the next Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. So they are one of Africa's 4 representatives. They got the first ticket. The second ticket that was available yesterday went to Morocco. They beat Botswana by 2-1 in that encounter. Morocco scored very, very early in that game. The Sana Masudi scored a header, but then the Botswana team quickly bounced back. Ketumute Ditebe equalized. Late in the game, Yasmin Emrabet, she scored a header to send the Moroccans through to the semi-final. So they become the second African team to qualify for the Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand next year. Today, 2 more quarterfinals will be played. Nigeria and Cameroon. That's a heated game, the rivalry between the two countries. They played the first quarterfinal, and the final game will be played between South Africa and Tunisia. And like I said, the 2 winners from this game qualify for the semi-final, and by extension, they qualify as well to be played. So we wish the 2 teams the very, very best as they play the quarterfinals, or the 4 teams, as they play the quarterfinals in the women's AWCON taking place in Morocco. That's where the competition is being played.
But Nigeria, Cameroon, who would you root for?
I will go for Nigeria. I've watched the Cameroonians play. They don't look too sharp. After losing their first game, Nigeria, though, it looks like they've recovered and they are looking really dangerous. So I think that the Nigerians will go through. In the other semi-final, I tipped South Africa. South Africa all of a sudden look like a very, very good team these days. They've been putting in a lot of work and investment in women's football, and it's beginning to pay off. So I think that they will also qualify and represent Africa in the World Cup next year.
All right,
Great.
Nathan. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, well, I think we've had a good sports review. We want to take the news review now.